to Showbiz Tonight. I am Brooke Anderson in Hollywood with AJ Hammer in New York. We've got brand new controversy today over Jessica Simpson's smile.
Yeah, Brooke, this is wild. Jessica's big brush off from her very own dentist. Jessica's dentist was absolutely and understandably shocked when Jessica revealed to Ellen DeGeneres she only brushes 3 times a week.
My teeth are so white, and I don't like them to feel too slippery, but I do use like Listerine and I do floss every day.
Right.
But I don't brush them every day. I'll use a shirt or something.
I'm just dumbfounded. Today, Jessica's dentist is outraged. Can you blame the guy? Right now in New York, Noelle Nikpour, who's a columnist for South Florida Sun-Sentinel. Also in New York, Brian Balthazar, who's a comedian and the editor of PopGoesTheWeek.com. I gotta say, if I was Jessica's dentist, I'm not so sure that the rubber gloves and the goggles would be enough to get me to work on her mouth ever again. In a brand new interview today, Jessica's dentist says, "I was kind of shocked. I assumed everybody brushed their teeth all the time. People pay us a lot of money for that slippery feeling. It's great that she's flossing all the time, but you have to brush too." Seems like obvious advice to me, Brian. I'm thinking that just like Jessica's dentist, 4 out of 5 dentists everywhere are just horrified. Should we be worried?
Right, well, 4 out of 5 of Jessica's boyfriends probably too. You know, she may not like the slippery feeling, but the chances are that men she's dating do. And just because I don't want to clean my apartment doesn't mean that I don't do it. Right. So I think she's just got to, you know, step it up and just do it. My first reaction, though, is just, ew. I think that's a collective ew.
Well, I'm a little worried about Jessica, and I want to help her. Charles, can we show what I've been working on all day? This is what Jessica would look like if she continued on this path. It's Jessica with no or maybe 1 tooth. I mean, I am concerned for the well-being of Jessica's teeth and now for her boyfriends as well. Noelle, does Jessica need a basic oral hygiene intervention? I'm thinking maybe there's dental rehab now. Maybe that'll be the new trend.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think first of all, Yuck Mouth Simpson, which is probably going to be her new tag nickname, needs to be not only introduced to a toothbrush, but she needs an intervention from the American Dental Association. This is absolutely absurd. Number one, that she would actually announce this on national television. Yeah. I mean, she's single now, and how is that going to work for her trying to get a date?
Yeah,
Gross.
And the weird thing is we saw her sitting there with Ellen. She wasn't goofing around. Oh, goodness. Let's move on, shall we? There is a brand new slam on Sandra Bullock today. It's from, of all people, Michelle Bombshell McGee. This, of course, is the alleged mistress of Sandra Bullock's husband, Jesse James. She says that Sandra bears some of the blame for the fact that Jesse cheated on her. On Howard Stern's radio show, Bombshell dropped this bombshell. She said, "I feel bad for Sandra. I do, but they slept with 9 dogs in the bed. She liked to sleep with all the dogs in the bed." So let me get this straight. The mistress is blaming the dogs, but not the dog, Brian. Right. Seems pretty warped to me.
Is that included in the 9? Or, you know, and I think the solution is, you know, you could actually sleep on the couch. Did the dogs have a gun to his head and drive him to go sleep with someone else? She, you know, it's never been more popular to be unpopular, and she is milking this cow for everything it's worth, and she's just saying stuff to say stuff.
And I listened to that interview, and it really did seem like she was figuring out every way to rationalize her behavior and not take enough of the blame. McGee also telling Howard Stern about how she and Jesse got intimate for the very first time. Now, Noelle, we remember, she apologized to Sandra. She says she doesn't want the publicity, but look, she's not shutting up.
No, not at all. You know, number one, she is trash. Number two, she can throw Jesse under the bus because they had an affair and that was wrong. But how dare she comment on Sandra Bullock and the dogs? And I'll tell you what, if I were a guy, I'd rather be with Sandra Bullock and 9 dogs than Bombshell McGee any day.
Got it ended there, Noelle Nikpour. Brian Balthazar, thanks so much, guys.